Jungkook secretly rehearsing. Is this the beginning of a major tour or a solo concert revelation? It happened without warning, yet the implications are impossible to ignore. Jungkook, the global icon whose every move is dissected by millions, has been seen engaging in what appears to be intense, undisclosed stage rehearsals. The images and fragments of information emerging from this closed-door activity raise a single, pressing question. What exactly is he preparing for, and why is it being done away from public eyes? Is this the quiet prelude to an unprecedented world tour, or the first undeniable signal that Jungkook is about to launch a solo concert on a scale no one expected? Those who have followed his career closely understand that Jungkook rarely moves without purpose. Every performance, every public appearance, every subtle change in his schedule is usually aligned with a larger creative strategy. Yet the nature of these recent rehearsals is different. There is no official schedule aligning with them, no promotional campaign that would justify such intensive preparation. Witnesses who have managed to glimpse moments of these sessions describe the atmosphere as hyper-focused and emotionally charged, with Jungkook himself appearing more determined than they have ever seen him. The location of these rehearsals is equally telling. Rather than a well-publicized venue or a typical production space, Jungkook is said to be working in a heavily secured, private facility with a hand-picked team of choreographers, vocal coaches, and technical staff. Access is restricted, with even some longtime collaborators reportedly being kept in the dark. The secrecy surrounding these preparations has led to a surge in speculation, not only about the scale of the upcoming performance, but about its true purpose. Observers who have tracked the rhythm of BTS's group activities and the members' individual projects note that the timing is particularly curious. The group has been in a transitional period, with members pursuing separate creative paths while maintaining intermittent group commitments. For Jungkook to invest this much time and energy into a project without aligning it with a known BTS schedule is, in itself, a significant departure from the norm. Could this mean that he is preparing to step out with a project entirely his own? And if so, what would that mean for his position within the group's broader activities? The choreography being rehearsed is rumored to be unlike anything fans have seen from him before. Intricate, physically demanding, and layered with storytelling elements that hint at a deeply personal narrative. Sources with limited access to these rehearsals describe sequences that transition from moments of high-energy precision to haunting, minimalist stillness, creating a contrast that feels deliberate and emotionally loaded. It is this level of creative detail that has many convinced this is not merely preparation for a routine appearance, but for something that demands a narrative arc, something that could hold an audience for the length of a solo concert. Vocally, too, Jungkook appears to be pushing himself into uncharted territory. Reports suggest he has been working on extended vocal ranges, experimenting with tones and techniques that have not been part of his previous performances. This intense vocal conditioning, paired with the scale of the choreographic demands, suggests a performance set list that would require immense stamina, a hallmark of headline acts and major tours, not small-scale events. The emotional intensity of these sessions is perhaps the most striking element. Those close enough to catch even fragments of the rehearsals describe moments where Jungkook's focus seems almost unbreakable, as if the stakes are higher than usual. There are accounts of him repeatedly running through sections with visible frustration when they fail to meet his standards, then returning to them again with renewed precision. This is not the behavior of an artist casually preparing for a one-off performance. This is the behavior of someone with something monumental at stake. Adding to the intrigue is the deliberate absence of any public hint from Jungkook himself. His social media activity remains minimal, with no cryptic teasers, no casual behind-the-scenes posts, nothing that would give fans the satisfaction of confirmation. In an era where promotional campaigns thrive on drip-feeding content to build anticipation, this level of radio silence is almost unheard of. It leaves the field wide open for speculation while simultaneously heightening the tension. Industry analysts have been quick to point out that such secrecy often precedes major announcements designed to dominate headlines. The element of surprise has become a valuable currency in the entertainment world, capable of generating viral impact that no conventional marketing plan can match. If Jungkook is indeed orchestrating such a reveal, the strategy could be to detonate the news in a single, overwhelming moment, turning an ordinary day for fans into an instant historical milestone. However, there is another angle to consider, one that carries a more personal weight. Could these rehearsals be the result of Jungkook seeking complete artistic control, away from the logistical and creative compromises that sometimes come with large-scale collaborative projects? If so, the potential emotional resonance of such a performance would be immeasurable, offering fans a direct, unfiltered connection to his artistry. The possibility of a solo concert raises logistical questions of its own. Venue selection, production scale, set design, and global broadcasting rights would all need to be considered well in advance. The fact that rehearsals are already in progress could indicate that these decisions have not only been made, but are being acted upon with urgency. This level of forward motion suggests that an announcement, if it comes, might not be far off. Yet, with no official word, the uncertainty becomes its own form of theater. Every leaked snippet of movement, every muffled sound from behind rehearsal doors, every speculative post from industry insiders becomes part of the unfolding drama. Fans find themselves caught between excitement and anxiety, knowing that the very silence that frustrates them might also be the silence that makes the eventual revelation unforgettable. What cannot be denied is that Jungkook stands at a pivotal moment in his career. Whether this is the lead-up to a massive world tour or the dawn of a solo concert era, the precision, secrecy, and emotional weight of his preparation suggest that something extraordinary is on the horizon. The only question left is when and how it will break into the open. Until that moment arrives, the speculation will continue to grow, feeding on every fragment of new information, every subtle clue, every rumor that dares to fill the silence. For now, Jungkook remains behind closed doors, perfecting something the world is not yet allowed to see. But when it finally emerges, it could be the performance that redefines his career, and perhaps even the very boundaries of what fans expect from him. The silence has been broken, not by an official statement, but by a leak so precise, so undeniably authentic, that it has sent the global fan base into an immediate frenzy. Late last night, a short, low-resolution video clip surfaced on multiple private fan forums before being rapidly shared across major social media platforms. The footage, reportedly taken inside the highly secured rehearsal venue, shows Jungkook mid-performance, executing a sequence of choreography so complex that even seasoned dancers have expressed shock at its precision. Though the clip is less than 20 seconds long, the visual evidence is enough to dismantle any lingering doubts. Jungkook is not rehearsing for a casual performance or a brief stage appearance. This is a production on a scale that rivals the opening acts of major world tours. Behind him, a massive, partially assembled LED backdrop can be seen, displaying abstract visuals that shift in perfect sync with his movements. The lighting design, even in its incomplete form, suggests an immersive experience built to dominate arenas, not intimate venues. What's even more striking is the presence of a live band. The audio captured in the leak, though partially distorted, reveals a rich, layered arrangement with live drums, bass, and orchestral accents. This alone is a significant clue. Live bands are rarely used in small-scale events due to cost and logistical demands, but they remain a hallmark of large-scale concerts where the goal is to create a powerful, fully dynamic sound that recorded tracks simply cannot match. Perhaps the most discussed detail, however, is Jungkook's physical state. Observers note that he appears leaner, sharper, and even more physically conditioned than during his last public performance. His movements are controlled yet explosive, with an intensity that suggests months of preparation rather than weeks. There is no sign of hesitation, no indication that this is an early stage rehearsal. This is near performance level execution. Within hours of the clip's emergence, fan theories escalated. Some believe this is undeniable proof of an impending solo world tour. Others argue that the scale of production could be for a special one-off event, possibly a live-streamed global concert meant to debut entirely new material. What unites all perspectives, however, is the certainty that something monumental is coming and soon. Interestingly, insiders within the entertainment industry have begun to weigh in. Without directly naming Jungkook, certain production crew members have posted cryptic messages hinting at the largest-scale stage project of the year and a performance that will redefine audience expectations. While these posts could apply to various events, their timing, coinciding perfectly with the leak, has only intensified speculation. The reaction from fans has been immediate and overwhelming. Social media timelines are flooded with frame-by-frame breakdowns of the leaked footage, with some users enhancing the video to identify background details, while others analyze Jungkook's attire for potential thematic clues. A particular detail drawing attention is the outfit he's wearing in the clip, a fitted, all-black ensemble with subtle metallic accents, possibly indicating a futuristic or high-concept stage theme. The question now shifts from if an announcement is coming to when. The entertainment calendar for the next quarter is packed, but there remains a notable gap in the release schedule for major events, precisely the kind of open slot that could be filled by an explosive, unannounced reveal. Marketing experts have pointed out that an unplanned drop of tour or concert details could dominate headlines for weeks, effectively sidelining other high-profile releases. Meanwhile, those closest to the rehearsal facility report heightened security measures since the leak. Additional personnel have been stationed at all access points, and even delivery staff are reportedly required to surrender all recording devices before entering the premises. This abrupt tightening of security suggests that the leak was not part of a controlled marketing strategy, but rather an unplanned breach that forced immediate action. What remains most compelling is the atmosphere surrounding Jungkook himself. While the world dissects every pixel of the leaked footage, he has maintained total silence. No posts.
No appearances. No interviews.
This absence of acknowledgement only amplifies the tension. In the absence of direct confirmation, every second of that 20-second clip becomes a puzzle piece in a much larger, still hidden picture. Point one thing is clear. When the curtain finally lifts on whatever Jungkook has been building, it will not be a small reveal. Whether it's the first date of a solo tour, an experimental mega performance, or something entirely unexpected, the meticulous preparation and unprecedented secrecy point to an event designed to leave a permanent mark on the industry. Until then, fans and observers are left with the echo of that leaked moment, a glimpse into a stage world that, for now, exists only behind closed doors, waiting for the moment it will burst into the open and change everything.